In this video I'm going to show you how to put an image on the page. You'll notice that as before I've got a background colour for my whole page, but I've also put in a background colour for the heading, and if we just look at the page you can see that that's my heading there, and I have this weird pink colour for the page. So I'm now going to go into my HTML code and I'm going to put in an image. So I'm going to put in a div tag, and I'll do the closing div to set up a little divisional section on the page, and in between these, that's where I'll put the code for the image. Now I have actually got in my web pages folder, I have a couple of JPEG images that I'm going to use. Let's just zoom in so you can see that. Oops. That I'm going to use on the page. So I've got one here called Pablo Picasso 1 that I'll use. Now, like the style sheet, they need to be in the same folder as all your files so that your HTML code can find them. So I need to know what I write to put in an image. So I'm going to go back into W3 Schools, and I'm going to go into HTML code, and down here I can see there's a little section that tells me about images. And I'm looking at this and I can see that the line that's about the image is that one there. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to just drop that into my code. So paste it in. So there's various things going on here. This SRC stands for source, and that's the source of the image. So I need to get rid of the mountain because mine's going to be about Pablo Picasso, and I need to remind myself what the file is called. So one thing you could do, if you just click on it once, I could just copy that, right click and copy, and then in my code I can just paste that in, and that's the exact name of that image file. Now these words are what you would see if it couldn't find them, so I'm going to just write Picasso, and I'll leave the width and the height for the minute. So I'm just going to save that and just make sure that's been saved, and I'll go onto my web page, and there he is. Now let's put in some text to go with him. So I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to give this an ID so that if I want to do anything with the image, then I'll be able to refer to it. And so this division that I'm going to put the text into, I'm going to give an ID called text. Right, so in here, well, let's just see what happens if I write some. I'll just write Picasso was a great artist. So I'll just save that, and let's see what that does. So you can see the words are down there, but in fact what I would like to do, I'd like to have the image here, and I would like to have that text quite large and over on this side. So in my style sheet I need to say something about the division that was the image, and the division that's the text. So I want the image to float onto the left of the page, and then I would like the text to float to the left of what's left on the page. So I'll just save that, and let's see if that works. And you can see the words there.